Okay, hi everybody. I am back with another first impression / mini review. This time it's going to be over the company The Beauty Pure, and it's going to be their Acrygel. So Acrygel is used the same as let's go synonymously: Acrygel, polygel, hydrogel, all of those things all can be used interchangeably and they mean the same thing. But this is the way that they have branded their polygel. And again, polygel is a combination of acrylic and I believe hard gel. So, all right, let's go ahead and get right into it. So this one right here comes in this package. It came boxed up pretty good and pretty secure, at least in that aspect. I'm not sure what all these things and stuff like this meant, but I'm pretty sure it has an indication of what's in it. Oh, probably to hold, I'm certain these probably mean to hold the product upright because there's a liquid in here. So I'm going to go ahead and open the box. Oh, that was rude. And let's go ahead and get the items out. Is it? Looking for the seal point. I hope that everybody is doing well. And I thank you guys for any support that you have given. If you've watched any of my videos, thank you for joining me. If not, then oh well. I'm just doing this because it's something that I enjoy. So it comes stuffed down with that. Okay, so let me just take out the things that I received. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I don't think I realized that it came with so many items. So first up we have the slip solution. Then I received 4 Acrygels, also a super bond and a dehydrator, a top coat, a one-step gel, and then a brush. So they refer to their Acrygel is what is the product is called, but they kind of call it Yum Yum. So Acrygel is their Yum Yum, I believe. So let me go ahead and get these packages opened. All right, so once again, we have the brush, the bonder, dehydrator, one-step gel, which I think is something like a base coat, a top coat, slip solution, and then I picked up 4 polygels. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that all of this right here, from here over, was in a kit, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that I purchased these separately. So this can all come as a beginner kit. Now, my personal preference with slip solutions is that I use alcohol. I use 91% isopropyl alcohol. However, because I'm not one for wasting money, I will use this one. So let's see what the ingredients. Oh, their slip solution is a combination of isopropyl, I just said it, isopropyl alcohol, amyl acetate, and acetone. So I'll give it a try and see what happens. But this right here is what you have. The tubes come in, and this is the only size that I found on their website, is 60 gram tubes or 2 fluid ounces. So alright, let's go ahead and just open up the box for the top coat, just so I can show you guys what the bottles look like. So a very nice, the packaging is very nice and simple.
Okay, everybody, before I get too much further into the video, I just wanted to put it out there that I am sick, and I was sick recording this video, so that would be why I seem to not have a good grasp and concept of the English language and words and grammar, etc. See, there I go, etc. So blame it on the sickness and not because I don't know. Thank you.
That much I can tell you. It's not HEMA free. Okay, this is what the dehydrator looks like. Now that's nice. I like the matte packaging and the matte bottle of the top. And then this one is a Super Bond. So it says surface preparation for nail enhancement. So the directions of this is to apply a thin layer to the natural prepped nail and follow with your product of choice. The dehydrator is apply a thin layer to the natural prepped nail to remove oil and debris. Follow up with Super Bond. So this is the order that it goes in. This one and then this one. That's nice that they tell you also in the order so you don't have to worry. And this is the one-step gel clear. So this one says apply over bonding product, cure 1 minute in an LED or 2 minutes in a UV lamp. This is gel for fingernail use only. And this is not HEMA free either. It's like one of the first ingredients. Just so you guys who might have the question about it. So this is the Acrygel brush number 8, synthetic brush designed for precision and even layers. So I will use this brush for the application. However, I really had stopped using the brushes that come with polygel kits because I like a wider brush. Ooh, but this is very nice. That's nice. It came all in, if I hadn't did it, all in a nice sleek, like a pen case. That's nice. That's a nice touch, you know. Okay. So most polygel brushes come with a spatula on one end and then the brush on the other end when you have them dual like this. So this one has a spatula on this end and the brush on this end. So I said I don't really use these brushes anymore. Like these for me are good for cleaning up, and it's because if you see the comparison to my nail bed versus this brush, that's like constantly a lot going, right? Like this a lot of surface and this is a small brush. So I actually have started using bigger brushes. So I'll show you one by a brand called Dope Within Your Nails. That's nice, and that is this one here, and see the comparison, right? And then this one is a cat's brush, and I think that this one is like a number 12 maybe, but you can see these two brushes are way larger than this one, and it makes it for quicker work. Like look how much of my nail is covered up. Yes, these are the brushes for me. And I think I like the thing that I like about these brushes also is that they thin out. Look how thin that is. This one as well. They thin out when you get to the edge, so it makes it good for cleaning up as well. However, this one right here would be good for me cleaning up just generally, but for the sake of this video, I will go ahead and use this one in particular for me applying the product. So for me with polygel, I'm going to go ahead and pour the slip solution inside of this one right here. You know what? Let me just get my other one. I'm wondering if anything slipped out of here. So it does smell like a combination, and I'm not going to open it all the way. I'm just going to, ooh, no, 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 no. Okay, let's just go ahead and wipe that off. That's product wasted. That's why I'm knowing. All right. I guess a smart thing may have been is just to poke the hole right in the center, but I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, the slip solution is, you get 8 fluid ounces or 237 milliliters. And it says pour a small amount of the slip solution into a container. Dip your brush into the solution, remove excess liquid, and then use the brush to shape the acrygel. If the brush sticks to the acrygel nail product, re-dip the brush and remove excess liquid before continuing. Okay, that is that. So that's my slip solution. And let's go ahead and start out with the first color, True White, since that's going to be white and everything else is colored. And I don't want to contaminate the white when I'm putting it on the swatch. So the directions for this is use the gel brush to apply the acrygel. It is recommended to lightly moisten the brush with Beauty Pure Slip Solution. Press and smooth the acrygel into place. Apply to all 5 nails and then cure in an LED light for 60 seconds or a UV light for 2 minutes. So I really like that they tell you which the amount of time to use depending on the type of lamp that you're using, because that lets you know so you don't waste your time. And this is good for 12 months after opening, or expires for this one 12 of 2029. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's sealed. Okay. So I like a polygel, hybrid gel, acrygel that has a stiff consistency. A stiffer consistency. I don't want it rock hard, but I don't want it loose. Like there is McCart's. I think it's not McCart's. It's Model 1. They have, for me, I haven't found a clear polygel that tops that. But I'm very hesitant of using it because it's so sticky. It's so sticky. Like, I don't even want to deal with it because that's how sticky it is. So that kind of takes away from the value of the product because I don't want to use it. All right. So this one right here, let's go ahead and apply. And I won't be wasting. So let's just do that right there. And then let's see what this slip solution is about. When I tell you, this is my very first time using slip solution. From the first time that I started doing my polygel nails, I've been using the alcohol. So I'm going to need to break the cast that's on this brush because this is, it's stiff. So I need to do that by exactly what I just did, pressing hard into the slip solution, and now it's broke down. So now it can move like this and you don't hear that sound no more. Okay, so okay, all right, that's nice. Okay, I'll give you that. That's pretty nice consistency in that slip solution. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. But this is exactly why I prefer to use a bigger and wider brush, because with a wider brush, especially with the size of this swatch stick, I would have been done already. Okay, that's a nice polygel. It's not sticky at all, and the reason you can tell is because I'll keep doing like this, but the brush is not sticking to the product. So that's very good. This slip solution is pretty decent as well. All right. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that in the lamp. I won't be curing anything until I'm done with all of them at once. Okay, so next up we have the shade nude pink, nude peach. That's cute. I think that's pretty cute. Okay. Again, this one is sealed as well. Oh, that's a pretty. Like, when I get my nails done, when I go to the nail shop and get my nails done with acrylic and stuff, I always be telling my nail tech, give me that. I need a nude that has a little more brown into it and not so pink. Because you can see my nail beds, I mean, they not bright pink. Anyway, so gonna go ahead and put this in. One bead. And you can tell, even looking at this one, it has some texture to it. Like, the light is taking it away, but it has a little texture to it. So that's also an indication of its consistency, meaning that it has a bit more acrylic in it than hard gel, which is probably why it's called Acrygel. Okay, so I'm gonna just swatch that down there. That is a pretty nude. Yeah. I like that. So my goal, again, as I was speaking earlier, is same reason why I did the previous video for the Doper Than Your Nails, is because I'll be finding these companies and come across these channels and stuff, and then when I go and look up to see has anybody worked with this stuff, there's nothing about them. The only stuff I can find is the stuff from the actual company itself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know that there are people out there. These companies wouldn't be in business if nobody was actually purchasing their products and using them. So I'm going to go in with the shade Warm Pink. So my goal is that I'll just start doing videos on the brands that I come across, and just so if there's not one, and it's not to say that the videos are not out there, it's just that they don't come across my algorithm even when I search. Seriously, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating, because you know that they are out there, but they're not. So when I go off to the side, it's because I'm patting this on a napkin to make sure my brush isn't too dry. And I like to go ahead and put like a little coat of the whatever I'm using for my slip solution. So this is a slip solution. If it was alcohol, I'd be doing alcohol. And I just like to apply that onto the tip or swatch stick. These are very nice, honestly. I mean, seriously, it's moving so effortlessly across the stick.
Okay, so this is Editing Ashley here. I did want to say that while I haven't done a dedicated video for these products by themselves, using them, I did use the white poly gel in a recent set, and they're very good, nice. Just like I'm saying in the video or what have you. I'll give you that. Yes, and I do hope that I'll be able to eventually make it to making a video
before I cure them.
I can't make any promises.
This is a good indication of whether it will flood the nail. A somewhat good indication, not necessarily to be taken as word, but yeah. So that was Warm Pink. And last, we're going to do Warm Brown. Okay. Interesting. Just off of this look right here. Warm brown, right? But I feel like the peach pulls more brown than that. And this pink pulls... Interesting. Let's see what it looks like outside of the tube. Let's just try. Let's give it a go. Okay. I guess it depends on what your idea of brown is. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking it would look closer to this right here than this right there. This is genuinely what I thought I was getting, but hey, this is still a nice nude. But as I mentioned, the consistency overall is nice, and I've really been looking to build up my nude color collection of polygel. So that's why and this brand right here, I think that there are only 2 other ones that they have. I think there is a nude pink, I believe. I think they only offer 1 or 2 other shades for their entirety. Entire Acrygel collection system. Acrygel system. I don't know about how I feel about calling this warm brown still. I'm still stuck on that. But I'm going to go ahead and cure these. But before I do, I'm going to pull out the white one and see if it came down some. Okay, so if you look on the edges, like, it hasn't moved. Now, I can't, so in other words, where I placed it is exactly where it stayed. So it hasn't dropped down or anything like that. That kind of means a little bit that it might not be one that will move when you're working with it on your hands. So I'm going to go ahead and cure those. But the heat of your hands will also affect a product shifting. Oh my, that looks horrible. I think that's from my other previous video. Anyway, the heat from your nails or your hands and stuff will cause a product to start melting, if you will, while it's on your skin. So let's go ahead. Warm brown, pink, peach, and true white. So I will try to do a video. I really am going to try to do a whole video over the entire line. But I would say for the products and stuff that you get and the amount and everything that you get in this right here, it's a pretty good deal. And this is something, it says that it's for professional use only. So it means that you could probably use this in the actual nail shop and everything. Again, I'm just a DIYer, so I'm not a professional by any means. However, I do try to follow the instructions that they give so that I don't bring any complications upon myself. But the swatches are curing right now. Again, this is Beauty Pure, and I believe, as I said, that all of these right here came in a kit. Everything: slip solution, dehydrator, super bond, top coat, 2 polishes, 2 acrygels, a 1-step gel, which I think is the equivalent of a base gel, like a base coat. So you could use this as the base for your nails. Okay, so the swatches have finished curing, and this is what everything is looking like. I just don't feel, I don't care. This does not look like a warm brown to me. The peach looks more brown than that. So I'll get them all together again. All right. So we have True White, which is this one. Then, look at me getting them all messed up. Okay. So from left to right is True White, Warm Peach, Nude, no, my bad. Oh no. I thought I put them in a good order. Okay. Again, left to right is True White, Nude Peach, Warm Pink, and Warm Brown. Nothing about this looks brown to me. This one is more pink than this one right here. And I have not mixed up the swatch sticks. They're still in the exact order that I pulled them out from. but they do have the sticky base on them. So that happens after polygel. You just take a, actually I probably can swipe some of the slip solution over the top to get rid of that stickiness. Yep, just like that. So again, this is the brand V Beauty Pure. Give them a look on their website, or you can check out their YouTube channel. They're pretty active with the their polygel or acrygel system. So there's plenty of videos out there showing you how to use it and the products or what have you. Yeah. So I thank you guys for watching the video and sticking with me. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.